My neighbor tried to sue me over snowflakes. I live in a pretty normal suburban neighborhood. White picket fences, the occasional dog barking at nothing, and one neighbor who clearly thinks she's the mayor of the block. Let's call her Linda. Linda has this obsession with controlling everything on our street. She writes passive-aggressive notes if your trash can is visible from the curb. She complains if your grass is a millimeter too tall. And she once actually called the city to report a kid's lemonade stand because it didn't have a business license. So, naturally, when winter rolled around and the first big snowstorm hit, Linda found a brand new battlefield: snow shoveling. I was out there at 7 a.m., bundled up, clearing my driveway before heading to work. Nothing crazy, just trying to make sure I didn't break my neck on ice when I came home later. As I'm shoveling, I notice Linda glaring at me from her window like I'm defacing public property. I finish, salt the sidewalk, and go back inside. Crisis averted, or so I thought. The next day, Linda stomps up to my door with a folder in her hand. A folder, like she's about to serve me legal papers. She says, "We need to talk about the snow." I'm confused. She continues, "When you shovel your driveway, the snow piles you make are drifting onto my property." Now, let me be clear. Our driveways are separated by a full strip of lawn and a hedge. There is no way my little snow mounds were plotting a hostile takeover of her front yard. I laugh and say, "Linda, it's snow. It drifts with the wind. I can't exactly control where flakes land." Wrong answer. She puffs up and says, "Then you'll hear from my lawyer." I actually thought she was bluffing. She was not. A week later, I get a letter, an actual letter, from some lawyer's office claiming I was intentionally displacing snow in a manner that created undue burden on Linda's property. I laughed so hard I nearly spilled coffee on it, but apparently Linda was dead serious. She wanted me fined or forced to cease and desist shoveling like a normal human. So, I did what any rational person would do. I documented everything. Every time I shoveled, I took photos. I measured the distance between my snow piles and her driveway. I even got footage from my doorbell camera showing the wind literally blowing snow across both yards. By the time the city mediator got involved, I had a full snow-themed crime dossier. The mediator looked at her, looked at me, and basically said, "Ma'am, it's snow. This is nature case dismissed in under 5 minutes." But here's the kicker. Linda was so humiliated that she refused to shovel her own driveway after that, just so no one could accuse her of snow displacement. Instead, she let it pile up until it was a full ice rink. And then, oh sweet karma, she slipped on it one morning, fell flat on her butt, and had to call the very neighbors she tormented to help her up. After that, she stopped talking about snow entirely. She still finds other things to complain about. Last week it was, my Christmas lights were too bright and disruptive to the ecosystem. But every time winter comes around, I catch her looking at my driveway with this tight-lipped expression because she knows she lost. And I'll tell you this, there's nothing quite as satisfying as beating a control freak with nothing but weather patterns and a shovel.